Sag. Welcome to your general reading. Whenever you come across this, it is meant for you. Don't pay attention to the timestamp date. If you do want a personal reading, down below, follow the link. Everything you need to know is there, as well as my other social media. Cross watchers, you're more than welcome here. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm going to let anything come through, Sag. So let's see what you got cooking, good looking. Let's see what you got going on, Sag. I did roll the dice for this series of videos for urgency. You guys came up second, so let's see what your message is. What are the current messages for Sagittarius? I heard sun, moon, and rising. We have the world card coming out. I heard stubborn, a very stubborn energy, fixed energy represented by the 4 fixed signs. 4 fixed tarot signs. Which is Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus. You're holding firm on something. The Fool card. Aquarius, Aries energy. Firm boundaries. I'm hearing firm boundaries. 8 of Cups. Yeah, you've made some decisions here. 9 of Cups under the deck for your own happiness. You're putting down some boundaries and you decided to. You really evaluated here, Sagittarius, some things going on in your life, and I see that from you evaluating them, you realize there's some things that you want, some things you don't want, some areas of your life you need to assert yourself a little bit more, put some boundaries down with some people, energetic boundaries, people that may take from you, or people that ask too much of you is what I'm getting, ask too much of you. But you're looking to make yourself happy here, and you know that's a personal choice. You're choosing to make that choice, and you're very stubborn on that. It may look selfish to other people, you being stubborn and putting yourself first, but it's because I'm getting you've just been conditioned either in your family or in your relationships or just, you know, your culture that you put yourself last and you put other people first and you burn out, and that's okay. You run on fumes as long as everyone else is taken care of. That's not healthy. And I see that you're choosing to not do that. Again, putting down those firm boundaries, deciding to put yourself first. I do see an emotional decision out here for those that's not your story. There is a decision that has your happiness attached to it. Your wish fulfillment. You've thought about this. Again, this guy's sitting there pondering, thinking. This wasn't a rash decision either, but I do see a new beginning here and you're holding firm to that. I have to choose my happiness. I have to choose me. 8 of Cups, that emotional choice. Because the 8 leads to the 9. So you are thinking, Sag, whatever this Fool is, whatever this new beginning for you is, in whatever capacity, is the decision that is going to lead to that happiness that you were seeking. That peace. That inner love. That inner worth. This Fool, for you, in your mind, is the key, because the 8 leads to the 9. The decision to go towards this Fool is the key to your happiness. Whatever you're in right now, whatever you're doing, whoever you're with, you are not happy. And you know that the decision is to walk out the door of whatever you're currently in. And that leads you to the 9. You're being loyal to yourself right now, and that's very important. There's always a dog in the Fool card. Fools, it's not easy to be that. It's not easy to take leaps of faith. It's not easy to bet on yourself. It's not easy to do so. A lot of times we have to bring out the Fool card for situations where we have to choose ourselves, be loyal to ourselves, be loyal to our dreams, our aspirations. And sometimes that makes us have to make hard decisions, right? How many people have had to, you know, leave home to follow a dream and leave everybody they knew behind and go thousands of miles away? They had to be loyal to themselves and their dream, not loyal to others and their commitment to family and all of that. Right? External family. We make hard decisions. We have to choose ourselves. That's why it's always represented by the dog here. So there's something that you've been loyal to over yourself, is what I'm getting, Sag. And there's a decision here to take back that loyalty and give it to yourself, where you think is the key to finally feeling content and at peace and happy. King of Swords. Air energy. Again, these decisions weren't made out of an emotionally erratic place. I see a lot of logic. I see a lot of you being pragmatic. but also logical. I understand I need to make a decision to reach this, and it's on me. And this is action. This is thoughts. The thoughts to take action. There is a link between mind and heart here, okay? So I don't think something is very easy. It could be a mind over matter situation. You could be very linked to something with your heart space. A cord is there, but your mind is telling you that you have to override your emotions on this. There's definitely a need to override emotions, because I feel like whatever emotions are going to be brought up and the decisions you need to make to reach your happiness, your contentment, and your fulfillment, I think there's going to be negative emotions brought up that are triggering. Guilt, shame, fear, things that would want to keep you stuck and not make this decision. Those are emotions you have to basically override. These are emotions you're trying to obtain: peace, contentment, happiness, harmony. You have to override temporary negative emotions to get to the long-term internal happiness. That is something you're recognizing. Again, very smart individuals I'm talking to have a lot of self-awareness, are seeing a situation for what it is. Again, I'm just getting walking out that door. I need to walk out the door. If this door will close and another door will open, I understand that. I just got to open the door. I got to go. Again, very stubborn too. There's not a lot of major arcanas. I feel like for majority of you guys, this is something you've decided. Now, there's not a lot of action here either with major arcana. There's not a lot of fire. This is something you've decided, but for most of you guys, you haven't taken action on actually walking out the door on whatever it is you are, or it's very recent. 5 of Cups. Again, it's not easy. Those temporary emotions that are going to be triggered with you: shame, guilt, anger, people being mad at you, people poking and prying at your decisions, people trying to trigger you. It's not going to be easy to deal with. And you're going to have to grieve some things. You're going to have to grieve maybe even allowing yourself to stay in situations as long as you have, to be treated in ways that you have, in those versions of yourself. We have to grieve those situations. But that's how we reach that 9. And that 4 in between the 5 and the 9 here is really giving no fucks about walking out that door, because you're choosing yourself first. Making that logical decision. 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. History just repeats itself. Or history has been repeating itself. Cycles are not breaking. Patterns are not changing. Behaviors are not evolving. Just keep getting that song. Just walk out that door. That country song. And so there's that one verse. Walk out that door. Like, and I think it's on TikTok. Man, I lost it. I don't know. Virgo energy, the Hermit. Again, making wise decisions for yourself. You've taken the time to think about this. King of Swords, contemplate this. Make some decisions that you know you're going to have to take action on. Right? The King of Swords doesn't sit there and receive information. They sit there and they gather information. They take the information they have and they decide what route they're going to take. They decide how they're going to go about their next move. They decide their plan. They decide their ideas. They decide what they're going to do. You've decided your plan. You know that you're walking out the door. You recognize that it's sad, but you're sticking to it because you're being loyal to yourself. And again, Virgo energy, you might have Virgo in your chart, might be dealing with Virgo. That's really the only major arcana out here. And it makes sense because I don't think for a majority of you guys, you've taken action on the decisions you've decided you're going to take action on. And keep things to yourself is what I'm getting, Sag. Definitely keep things to yourself. Or trusted sources, but definitely keep things to yourself. The Hermit card is a solo journey. They don't go around telling everybody everything, their next move, their next plan. Not everybody's happy for us, right? Not everybody is clapping for you, that smiles in your face. You know, you got to be careful. Keep things to yourself. Keep things to yourself, Sagittarius. Especially when it comes to decisions. 3 of Pentacles sideways. Again, decisions. Aquarius, if you take the time to, or Sag, you guys might be in Aquarius energy though, because I keep getting drawn to this King of Swords card. Aquarius energy. Again, the thinking outside the box, the plans, analyzing, growing wise to the situation, understanding the situation, understanding your next move. That is your energy here all over the place. And it's important that you choose yourself here. That's the main message. Choose yourself. As emotionally triggering as it may be, you have to pick what's best for you. And you have to stick to that. And I see you guys sticking to that because there is a cautionary tale here of history just repeating itself over and over and over again. But also for some of you guys, this 5 of Cups energy could be stemming from something within childhood. Someone could stay in places longer than they should, attach people longer than they should, or not make these firm final decisions because of something that stems from childhood. And a mother or father wound, guardian wound. Or maybe their no wasn't a no. Their boundaries weren't respected, or they didn't really get a choice. Or they just had to suck it up, buttercup, right? That energy, so they took that into adulthood. Well, someone doesn't want to suck it up, buttercup anymore. They want what they want, and they don't want to feel like this anymore. They want to do this anymore. And it all lies on the decision to just walk through the door. All right, Sagittarius, I love you guys. I wish you the very best. If you do want a personal reading, go down below, follow the link. Everything you need to know is there, and y'all have a good one.